back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Eva and I'm doing lifestyle and motherhood videos. It's been quite a while since I filmed typically motherhood video, but you know, when I made this channel it was mostly to connect with mom like me and you know, share the same problems and struggles in motherhood. And I think it is due to film another video to help one of you. And I am going to share my experience with my older child who did not want to gain any weight when a baby. I have plenty of those videos. My child doesn't sit, my child doesn't walk, late speaker. So if you want to see them all, check the playlist down below. You will find a lot of help over there. And today I would like to add another one, which is my baby doesn't want to gain weight. I will share with you my experience and I really hope you will like it, and most I hope it's going to help you. So if you are interested, then please keep watching. My baby was born 6 pounds. So a very tiny baby, and right away we had a huge problem with breastfeeding. She would not latch properly. She actually was losing more weight than she should. So we were at the hospital for 2 days, and they of course monitor the weight gain. You know, the baby needs to gain, I don't remember, like the right amount of weight before they let you go home. So she did do that. And they also, if you want to breastfeed, they make sure that the baby latches properly and feeds properly. That was never good, okay? Never good. But for that test, for that exam, it kind of happened that she latched and she ate. But generally speaking, it was always a nightmare with my first daughter. I did not end up breastfeeding, but that's a totally different story. Anyway, I really wanted that so much. Since pregnant, I knew I'm gonna breastfeed. Nothing else was an option, okay? So I had that new baby, and breastfeeding was absolutely horrible. It was so painful because her latch was horrible. It was so shallow. She would go out all the time. It was a complete nightmare, okay? But she performed for the nurse that one time for the final test, and it doesn't matter that I needed their help every single time I wanted to feed her. That one time she did it, so they let us go home. Okay, so now we went home, and you know, I think that 2 days later you need to go and see how the baby gain weight. And she didn't gain any weight in those 2 days. Like, those 2 days were absolutely the worst days of my life. I did not get any sleep. The baby was crying. She was crying so much because she was hungry. I didn't know that she was hungry, but that's what it was. So she did not gain any weight. And I don't know, I think right after, maybe you go to the doctor. Actually the next day you get the baby from the hospital. So the day after, at night, she was screaming bloody murder, and there was no way to calm her down. And we rushed to the hospital because there was obviously something bad going on. And we discovered that she lost weight. That weight she already gained, she lost it again. She was a little bit smaller, a little bit tinier than even her birth weight. So you can only imagine for a first-time mom how stressful it is. And I think it's like the worst message you can hear in your life, that your baby did not gain any weight. So anyway, after that we stayed at the hospital. Again, they told me to stop breastfeeding and pump and formula, you know, feeding as well. So that's what I've been doing for months after that. But anyway, you would think that from that on, like, her weight gain is going to be good. But no, I struggle with my baby's gain weight her entire life. She is now 4 years old and I think she only weighs 32 pounds, 33 pounds, you know, like she's not a big girl at all. She definitely got like my posture because I am small girl. Her younger sister, 17 months younger sister, weighs exactly the same or maybe even more right now. So she's definitely petite, and I know each children is different now. I know that each children is different, and I don't worry about her anymore. But the first year of her life, it was a living nightmare, and I will go to that back right now. So because of her weight gain problems from the very beginning, the doctor wanted to see us once a month through the entire year, or maybe even every 2 weeks at some point. That's what it was. At some point he wanted to see us every 2 weeks because he wanted to make sure that she is gaining weight. So you know there is that percentile, right? And each teeth like lanes in between 3 percentile to like 90 something, and everything below is bad and everything above is bad. But as long as the child grows in its own curve, then it's good. But my daughter, she was 3rd percentile, 20 percentile the next month. The month after, she would go down to 5 percentile. Her growth curve was never stable. It was like that, and it's not supposed to be like that. So even if your child is in like 5th percentile, but it's steady through the entire year of that life child, then it's okay. But it wasn't in my case, and I think that's why the doctor wanted to see us so often, because it was so inconsistent. And what that percentile means, so if your child is in 5th percentile, that means that 5% of the children at the same age are smaller, okay, than your child, and 95% of the kids at your age, at your kid's age, are bigger. I think that's what it was, if you don't know what the percentile actually means. So yeah, the curve was up and down, up and down. I was doing like baby updates through my first daughter's first year. So you can definitely see that I have, you know, post, hi, I just came back from the doctor. Is the doctor concerned that she doesn't gain any weight? So you can see everything was just not perfect, just not good. And I was worried my daughter's entire life about her gain weight. Let's start, like always, with feeding and her stats. As you maybe watched my previous video, 4 months update, you know that we have some concerns about her weight and weight gain and that kind of area in general. She was only 11 pounds at her 4 months check up. So the doctor wanted to see us again at 5 months, and during our consultation she weighed 13 pounds. The doctor was pretty happy with the weight gain for this month, but he still would like her to gain more, and he would like her to eat more. After the first year she got better. I think after the first year we could finally stop going to the doctor all the time, because, you know, like, you worry all the time. But she, you know, she grew overall good. She had appetite, she was always eating. She started eating at 6 months her solid foods, and she was doing great. You know, she's maybe a little bit picky, but nothing too much, nothing crazy. I think there is more picky kids than not picky kids in the world, so she wasn't like that she didn't eat anything. Like, I think she would like actually do really good. She liked vegetables, fruits, meat, you know, like vegan food. She would eat everything, and she still does. Her younger sister, like, she really loved food as a baby, But my older one wasn't much worse. Like, her not eating was never a concern. With solids, with milk, I will go back to that in a second. With solids, that was never a concern. For me, for the doctor, she has no allergies really. But with milk, so the first year, once again, it was a nightmare. she did not like the milk, or I don't know what was it. So you know, you have those, if you hear a man voice in the background, it's my husband. He's on the meeting right now. I can never find a time to film, okay? It's impossible. I actually brag my kids with chips and TV just so I can have that 15 minutes. So I'll better rush. So, you know, you have to feed 1 month old this amount of milk. 2 months a month needs to eat that amount of milk. And she never could finish her meal. I always had to feed her often and just stuck that bottle in her mouth and made her eat, because she never wanted to eat that milk. You know, a whole bottle she started eating by the time she was eating solids, and another 9 months old she got better. But at that time she was eating normal food and she was good with that. Like, she, you know, it was the time to actually slowly decrease her from the milk, the formula or a breast milk. But no, like at 9 months old she finally started eating her food. That's my daughter, which I think is a little bit impossible. I have really hard time to, you know, give her more milk than she wants. And I think she eats as much as she needs, and I just have to get over it. So she eats in 24 hours around 700 milliliters, 600 to 700 milliliters, which is 21 to 24 ounces. The doctor would like her to eat around 30 milliliters, no, 30 ounces, which is over 1,000 milliliters. There is no way she's going to eat that much. She eats the most outside on our walks. I think that's because it's very hot right now in Canada, so she's thirsty, and that's my way to feed her a little bit more than previous months. So I understand that you worry sick, but you know, at 4 years old she's fine. She's petite, like she's petite girl. She's like average height, and I think she's in like 10th percentile right now. So she's skinny, definitely. Oh my god, my husband. But that's okay, you know. That's okay that she grows her own way. I wish the first year was easier for me, but it wasn't. It was extremely hard. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I helped you. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment down below, and I hope I will see you with my next video.